Hi, my name is Michelle Sanford, and I am a developer engagement lead for Microsoft. And today I have the pleasure of introducing Clarissa, who is going to teach us how to build a better GitHub profile. Clarissa, why don't you take over and introduce yourself?
Hello, everyone. Welcome to our first Microsoft Student Accelerator Technical Workshop for 2022. In today's session, we will have a hands-on demo on how to build a better GitHub profile. My name is Clariza, and I am a current Microsoft Learn Student Ambassador. Previously, I worked as a digital marketing specialist and turned into a DevOps data engineer, and currently working at Education Horizons Australia. I am a graduating student from the University of Western Australia taking Masters of Information Technology. I also have Microsoft Azure certifications, which is Azure AI Fundamentals and Azure Fundamentals. So our agenda for today, or for this demo, or for this workshop, is actually about what is GitHub and why it matters, what is a profile README section, and then after that, we're going to proceed to the actual workshop, then question and answers portion, as well as the announcements. So what is GitHub? So as we'll know, we are all, majority of us are students, and we are going to apply for a job later on. And of course, we're going to showcase, our skills and our projects and everything about us that will give us a chance to get that certain job, whether we are coming from a business background or an IT background or anything in the middle or anything outside. GitHub can be a very good how to say, like a it can be a very good platform to use to really just showcase what we have. So, what is GitHub basically? Maybe some of you have already came across it. It's um, actually a hosting platform for version control and collaboration. So, for example, if you're doing a project with someone and then you're doing editing on some sections of the project, GitHub is really like a very useful tool to enable different like sections or different specialties of people doing different things on a certain project. And then they put their files on GitHub and collaborate from there. Other people, for example, like me, I'm still a student, and like I have done some bits of project with other team with a team, but most of the time I use GitHub personally just for myself and just to put all my projects, majority of my coding projects there, and I just upload it there, and I don't collaborate with anyone. So basically, like I'm using it to as a repository or as a storage for my projects where I can show it publicly to people. There's, by the way, a term called repository. It's you're gonna if we're gonna go into the next few sessions with MSA, where it's gonna discuss more about how to use GitHub collaboratively. We're gonna get through a lot of terms, and one of them is the repository, which is just referring basically to the folder. And every time you create a repository where you put all your files there, different files, for example, like HTML file with some images and some PDF files all together. Uh, each repository have a description, and every description is basically just a README file about what the repository is about. So now, before going into that, so why are we talking about GitHub? Why is this important? Basically, um, if you will look at it, we are all applying for a job later on, and as much as possible, like we want to make sure that we're standing out from other applicants. And really, like, there are so many strategies that we can do in order to get the attention of, the hiring manager or the recruiter. Because, like, of course, you have to get into like application first, and then interview second, and then depends on what companies or what process they have in hiring. um, Definitely, like, the chance of you getting there is like, it depends on how the market is and how you showcase, especially if you don't have experience yet in that particular field. So GitHub is like a thing where you show yourself online. So it's like a personal profile, like your personal brand, where whenever you go, like you go to events, and people will ask what your name is or something, they can just search you online and they will see you, uh, like from there, and connect with you. Mostly it's done via LinkedIn, but GitHub is mostly like where you put your codes and your projects and save files, because LinkedIn is mostly just connections and networks and your, like different certifications, achievements. But coding stuff, it's actually good in GitHub. And then another use of GitHub as well is to host your HTML website. I remember when I was doing digital marketing, we just want to showcase a website, like a blog website, and sometimes we just buy a template of a website and host it on WordPress. So like your domain.wordpress.com, and actually GitHub does this. And last night I was testing it out because I want to showcase my latest project in web development. It's just a basic HTML and Bootstrap CSS from scratch, and I just want to showcase it online. um, but I was testing it that I did not have that much time. So, but yeah, that's how GitHub works. It has a lot of options where you can play around, in which you can showcase yourself. So, what is a README section of GitHub? So, as I was saying earlier, README is a part where whenever you create a repository, it is a section where you can uh, tell about what your folder is all about. You can put instruction. So it's like it's it has a like a markdown language kind of thing, where it receives some HTML files or HTML kind of tags in a way where it edits the tag so that you can, if you look at on this image, on the side, an example readme file, um, he was able to put a link, and then, like, if you look at the image with the project's word there, which is bigger than the rest of the words or the text. So, and then some of the text are clickable. So that's how you can edit the readme and customize it. But this is just like one specific readme repository. So it's a folder. So for example, if you have a project and you want to talk about that project, you upload your files, and then just put a description of what the files are, and then explain, put some links if necessary, and instruction. So, but last time when I was doing it, it doesn't necessarily need to be a code. It can be just, series, or like a set of PDF files, and then you just point out in your README that my repository has this particular file, and this is what I've done. So it was, when I was doing it last time, it was an R project, like a data exploratory analysis project. We used R in that, and I cannot showcase R code like how if we open a code in GitHub, like it's a Python code, you can right away see the code. But for R, when you upload an R file on GitHub, I don't know what happened, what happened there, but it's not rendering correctly. So I uploaded a PDF file instead, which is my R code there. So whenever I apply for like a role or something, I always showcase that PDF file, and I put it on my README that please refer to this PDF file for the code. So now, so as I was saying, every repository has their own README file. So what's the importance of profile readme section? So if you will see, this is a profile readme section of Michelle. So when you're submitting a job application, for example, you will give your GitHub link, and then when the user clicks on it, the first thing that they will see is your README profile. So the account profile, the README of the account profile that you have, and initially or by default, it's usually just plain, how to say, like plain profile like this. So um and basically we can edit that and we can customize that in a way we like it to showcase like our skills and right away point out to some different projects that we've done or certifications. It's similar to like a CV, but it's just, like another way of, bundling up your skills. And you don't necessarily need to know or learn, not really learn, but know how to code. There are so many ways in order to edit this, and it's actually fun if you get start do if you want to if you start doing it. Now we will proceed to the README profile customization workshop, and the prerequisite for this workshop is actually having a GitHub account. So for those people who doesn't have a GitHub account, it's very easy to create. You can use your university email. You can use your personal, email, Gmail accounts, and just search for GitHub and join and follow the steps, and that's it. So now we're going to do the demo for that. So right now I'm here on my uh, GitHub account. So it looks like this. After that, I'm going to show you how to create a profile README. So first, as I was saying, if you go to your profile, it will just look like this. So I've been using GitHub for the last 3 years, and I didn't really realize that you can edit the profile section. So how you're going to do that is to first create a repository, and then make sure that your repository name is exactly the same as your um, account name. So I'll do that now. Yeah. So when you do that, it will actually create a README profile that will show similarly to how it's being shown on Michelle's GitHub profile. So make sure that this is public, and then you can actually add a README file, or you can just leave it. But for me, I would just prefer to add a README file to show you how it looks like um, when you add a README file. So create a repository, and there you go. So when you create the repository, it will create a subfolder under that, but that is where you can find the README file. However, when you click on your profile, so for example, you can click here, you can also click on your profile here. So this is your link, public link. So this is the basic README profile. Now, you can actually edit this. So and in order to do that, you just need to click this pen icon on the right side, and voila. So there. When we click that part, we can see here that this is only like a few texts that you can see. But however, on the profile, it's only showing this part, the hi there. Um, the reason for the other text not showing is actually because it has been commented. It's part of the block where it is commented. So basically, this is the tag that is referring to the comment, and then anything in between this tag is blocked or is hidden. As I have said that the markdown, yeah, the GitHub is accepting a markdown, like kind of tag or language in which one of them is comments, and uh, the reason why we want to put comments, or comments are actually useful when you're doing or editing your README section, is basically to put a description of this particular section, especially if you have a very long code and you want to just say, so this part is actually like a social media part, and then the other sections are actually just are referring to technical qualification, and is about me section. So, and you don't want to show that to the public, and so that's how useful comments are. And also, like if you're writing, a code, or you're doing a data science project, for example, and you put comments on it, it's actually a best practice, because when you go back to it, for example, a year or maybe just, one semester after, and then you're looking at it, and comments really help you understand what the code is doing, and make it faster for you to understand how it works. So it's just the same as here. So when you put comments, it's actually for your own like understanding of what this section is doing, and especially if you're collaborating with other people and using GitHub, comments are useful because people will understand what you're basically doing here. So with GitHub, this part here, anything that is in between, for example, so this is a comment, and two, and then anything in between is actually, sorry, anything in between is commented, and if you publish this, it will now show this entire line. So so just like here, what you can see, everything here is not showing. But if you want to show this, because you want to edit like something here, I'm currently working on customizing customizing GitHub profile, something. So, and then I want to show this to the public right now, or to my GitHub profile. I'll commit the changes, and that's it. Now, earlier we were just looking at the hide there, and now since we removed the comment tag, so we can already see the contents. And if we're going to our profile, so the contents are already here. So now we are already like showing, or at least we can already edit our README profile there. And now we want to do how Michelle did, or we want to make it really beautiful, like putting some banners and putting some like skills that we have, the platforms that we used before, and then the blogs if we have blogs, and also of course the projects that we have done, and pointing those projects to the links to the links of the codes that we want to show. But anyhow, so first, in order to, because I wanted to follow Michelle's profile similarly, so I will just go to Michelle's GitHub profile first. Michelle Sanford GitHub. So I'm searching her on Google, and I want to go to her profile because I want to see how she did. However, I'm pretty sure that if I will just copy paste everything, I will not have the pictures and exactly know how the code work at the back end, because she definitely have this place where she can edit, like what we've done in our README profile. But actually, the GitHub allows us to see her code for this particular repository, because basically she set it publicly, and in that way we can actually get into there and see how the code is being done at the back end. So in order to do that, we just need to find the repository of this file. So this is the README file, and this is her repository. So we're just gonna go to the folder, and it's up here. So we're here now. Then where's the code? So we're gonna look for the code. And in order to do that, we're just gonna click the README file, because it's in the folder, in that folder, and then there are some kinds of like different files here, the a folder and some other README files. But we're gonna go to the readme.md file. Now, once we're there, we can again see this particular icon, which is similar to what we have done earlier. And basically, we can click that. However, once you click that, it's saying here you're making changes in the project you don't have right access to. So what happened here is once you click that, this particular folder of Michelle will be forked or have a copy to your GitHub account. So if you will go back to your GitHub account, so for example, I'm on my GitHub account, and I will go to my repository right away. Michelle's GitHub repository will be here, the one that I have like clicked to edit. And with that, it doesn't mean that you actually like editing her file or her README file. It's just you have the access to the code of it. And of course, if you want to do some changes and you tell her that you have a more better idea on editing her profile, then you can actually submit some changes or suggest some changes, and it will become like a proposed. So it's like proposed changes, and it's up to Michelle if she's going to accept it or not. But the thing here is we just want to see her code because we want to get some inspirations and ideas. So um so this is how it looks like on the back end of Michelle's profile, and we want to just copy this and see how it does on our profile. Copy, and then copy everything. Just Control C, and then we go to our repository and go to our README file and edit the README file. So we're just gonna be removing everything to make it like a clean file, and then paste everything what we'd copied from Michelle, and then try to publish it and see how it goes. So there you go. So there, see, we have everything like how it looks like from Michelle's profile. And if we go to our main profile, of course we can see Michelle's profile picture there. So it's really looking good. So how Michelle did it is she put her like an opening section, like I'm Michelle, and then this part is like the followers and profile views kind of like section, and then the banner, and this side of things is the social media. She has a lot of social media links. For me, I only have about 3 or 2. And then this part is about her, just a short description of what she does, and um, yeah, some other stuff about like about her, and then another section is technical qualifications, so the certification. So for us, probably for students, then we can have like a banner, and then about us, and then social media, like particularly LinkedIn, and then if we have some TikTok accounts, or like like those, all those like things that will showcase our professional self, then we can put it here. So And then the technical qualification, it can be like if you have your Azure fundamental certifications, you can also put it here. And then what certification, what else, like those, how do I say, like projects, for example, project links. So once you upload your projects on a different repository, you can point it here because some of the texts here are linked, can be linked to any site. So if you have YouTube video link, you can also put it here. Like, for example, your showcase of your project is not on a repository format. It can be on a video format. Then you can also show it here. And then other stuff like, yeah, some other little things here that you want to show your what your skills are. What else? So yeah, so now, of course, this is Michelle's profile. So we want to edit it in a way. We just want to get ideas on how she did it. And we want to do similarly, but of course, using our own personal brand or professional brand. So this part is the banner. Basically, she did it. This is a GIF file. So it's an image, but with movements. I'm not actually familiar on how to do it, but actually you can easily put a banner. It's just like a tag where, for example, for me, if I when I was still applying for a job, I always like wanted to show my viewer or for a certain hiring manager or recruiter that I am, because I don't have experience, right? So I'm an aspiring, something like aspiring cybersecurity, as an aspiring data analyst, an aspiring data engineer, data scientist. So you have to highlight that so that people will know what you really want to be. And in a way, like if you're doing cybersecurity, of course your profile will be more on security and a bit of coding and Linux kind of stuff maybe, and auditing kind of stuff. So it depends. Like if you're, for example, for me, I was building a profile in data engineering, so I was taking some courses, external courses about data engineering, about some kind of big data, like um, some projects kind of thing. And then of course, like the Azure fundamentals and AI fundamentals are very useful as well because they are anything that relates to data work, data analyst, data, you know, machine learning engineer. These certifications are very useful. So, so anyhow, like going back, so the banner, how is the banner being created? So basically, it's just we can do it from anywhere, from even from PowerPoint or even from where else, Microsoft Word is just a like a I don't know how much like the size would be, but I actually do it on Canva. And I'm not sure if everyone knows what is Canva is, but it's like where it already has a size. And then I'm not gonna show it to you here because like we're just focused on how to edit the GitHub. And for Canva, you just go to Canva and you probably just create a like an account there. And how to say, like there's a part where to know the size of the image that you want to create or a banner you want to create, there's like just choose like a Facebook, make a Facebook post, and you put it will be you will be given like a square box and you put in all your things there. So I have done on my end, and I didn't put image because I don't know how to put the image yet. I need I need more time on how to create the banner, but it's just a simple banner, and I just want to highlight why like I'm gonna edit this part of things so that just to give you an idea. So assuming that you have created your banner, yeah. So assuming that you have created your banner and you want to you want to use that banner on this particular section of your profile. So I'm just gonna go back to my repository and upload that banner to get the link of that banner. So I'm going to upload that banner here on my profile. So this one. And commit the changes, and I'm gonna get that link. So here it's called header.png. Gonna get this link and then edit my GitHub where we copied Michelle's from Michelle's profile. And if you will see, there's a part where it says banner, which is actually commented. So this part is referring to that big red banner where we can see Michelle's face. And we just want to edit because we already have the link of our banner, right? And we just want to edit the link to remove that Michelle's banner there. So this is the part, so image src is this is the part where we put the link that we copied. So we remove this and then paste our banner. And then for the alt tag, this is also another important thing because this is where your search engine will crawl your site, and they will, what they cannot see on the image is they're going to look at the alt tag, in which you have to describe what the image is all about. So, and then also for people who are not able to visually see the image, the alt tag will help them understand, or the computers will give description of what the alt tag means. So it's saying banner that says Michelle Sanford. So I'll just put it like says Clariza, look aspiring. So here. So if we save this part, yeah, that's it. So we already have edited the banner section. And then so we still have some other things to edit. So this Michelle thing here, and then of course this one is referring to Michelle's profile. So we're gonna go to each of these sections, and then we're just gonna change. Hi, I'm Clariza. So we were looking at that followers section there, and this is the part where it says it. So if we look at it, it's image shields.io is actually like a an icon maker where you just wanted to make that square icons and put your the label of that icon, and then basically refers to a particular page of your, or um, link of your GitHub. So here we can see it's saying codes because this is Michelle's profile. So we wanna use our own file. Wait, sorry. I'll just grab this account name and copy this. And instead of codes, we're just gonna flip it, not flip it, but basically change it into our account name. So now, so we already have changed the I'm I'm Michelle part, and then we already have changed the link to the followers link and the profile views link to our profile account name. And then this part here is already commented. So basically we can we can just remove this because we're not gonna be using this in our next few editing for the profile. Otherwise, we can just leave it here. But for me, I would just prefer to clean this. So we can just right away see like this part is the followers and views count, and this part is the banner, which we already have changed. And then this part is actually the social links. So Michelle used still the same shields.io. And then if we're gonna save this, So we already changed the upper part of things. So it's this part, I'm Clariza, and then the followers, and then the profile views, and then the section of the banner. Now, Michelle has this code pen and all this LinkedIn and YouTube. So if you want to just edit this and remove the other social media, so I only have LinkedIn, for example, and probably YouTube. So I'll remove all those things that I don't have. So the social links. So basically, like the links is actually referring to this tag, a tag, href. These are actually the links with the some images within it. But you don't necessarily need to know it. It's just the part where you need to edit it if you want to. So here, this is CodePen, right? So we don't have CodePen. I don't have a CodePen account, so I can just remove this entire line. And then I do have a Twitter. I use my Instagram personally, not and professionally, so I'm not gonna show my Instagram. I also don't have a dev.to account. I have a YouTube account, but these are all linked to Michelle's YouTube account. And so I wouldn't edit. So this part is actually the logo, the small boxes, and this is the link to the small boxes. So for me, since I have a Twitter account, I can just put this, change this to my Twitter link, and then this is to my LinkedIn profile, and YouTube would be just the same. So the good thing with when you create a public professional profile, make sure that you use your name so it's easier to remember. And then when when people will search you, they will right away see that it's yours. So you will just edit all of them and then commit the changes. Now, all the links will be, so we remove some of the logos there that we don't have, or the social media that we don't have, and we just put the Twitter. So basically it will be all going to the links that we have pointed them to. So the Twitter, it's on my Twitter account, and the LinkedIn. So yeah. So if you have, like, I also have Kaggle account, um, and some Tableau account as well. So I used to put that on my CV as a link. However, here you can also create that. And some people, actually, there's this other guy. Yeah. So for example, if you want to use or get another idea, and you don't want to use this, these small um, boxes, you can use the entire image or of the brand for every social link. You can go to other people's GitHub. So I have this guy. I was looking for a data science project GitHub, and I ended up with that guy. Anyhow, I'll just go right away. Bookmarks. Yeah, yeah. So I ended up with this guy. So if you will look at his profile, you will see that he has a more simple, like Michelle. I know Michelle has invested so much time as well on customizing her profile, which is really beautiful. And this guy just, like, he just wanted to put something and done right away easily. But yeah, for since we are still starting, we can also use his idea. And how we're going to do that is we go to his repository, and this is his public profile, README profile, and we want to see the back end. So we click the README MD and edit it. So I want to get that connect me part. So you can also use this, and then you can just copy this part. Oops, sorry. And then edit it and put the things on your social media section. So this particular part, paste it there. And then you just change the images into the necessary images that you have. So, for example, I still wanna put it here. I'll just remove everything like we've done earlier and paste that guy's code. And then for the SRC, it's actually like where we put the logo similarly to the banner that we have done earlier. But first, we first edit all our links first. So he has a medium, considering assuming that we have a medium account, and then I have a example, and then this part is actually like the images part, this SRC thing. So if we update this, we will see the icons. So there. So, but we want to use our own icons. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to our file again, to our repository, and we can upload those icons. So for example, I want that, do I have, no, I don't have it here. Uh, where did I hosted them? Right, give me a moment. Yeah, I think I just used same thing. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, it's just uploading the image and then just changing the SRC part instead of the small boxes. We can use any images that we can find online and just edit the image there. And then for the sizing, I'm gonna show you how to edit the images size later on after this social media. I'm just gonna show you the finished part of the social media, and I'm using Michelle's um, small boxes as icons. And if I will save this, it will show up as oops, something, because I miss a code there, closing that. But if you're gonna copy this section from my GitHub profile, you will definitely just get the correct link, and then you can just edit the URL of those links. So this is the part where you can uh, see the social media part. And then right now, I'm gonna edit Michelle's about me into my about me. So this is the profile blur, and I'm gonna edit this and put about myself. My name is Clariza, and that's it. So if we edit that, that's already our part. So this is the part now. So basically we have, if we go to our profile, we have the upper part as, you know, this part as our own profile, and the rest is still Michelle's. So we wanna edit the technical certification. So I have my two certifications and I wanna put them here. Now the problem is that I'm not really sure how Michelle code works. And if you're not really familiar as well, well, the other way is to go to another profile and look on how he presented his profile or his images or his certification. So considering this language and tool section, and these are like your like the certification. So I'm going to edit this and then use this code section as a certification. So it's saying here three asterisk and then language and tools. Actually, the asterisk are referring to like an H1 tag, H2 tag. Well, it in a visual view, you can see it like a bigger font. The one asterisk refers to a bigger font, and then the more the asterisk, it becomes smaller and smaller, but it's still like bigger than the normal text without the the hashtag. Sorry, not asterisk, the hashtag. So when you copy this, so I wanted to use this and make sure wanted to use this as the section for my technical qualifications. So I'm going to remove everything from Michelle's technical qualifications because it's using tables and I don't have much certifications to show. So there's so much image here. I just wanted to grab like about 2 images and let's see how it looks like if I remove everything from there. There. So I remove the languages and tools. Sorry, technical certifications is still there. Probably I'll remove technical qualifications as well. There. Here. So I'm gonna use just 2 hashtags and then just 2 images. So you can see like the start of the image is like this tag img and then save it. So there. Uh, the languages and tools. I'm just gonna change this to technical qualifications. Okay. Technical qualifications. And then I'm just gonna copy this E here because I wanna put them in like maybe not, maybe just not copy here. I just want to copy this particular code. So basically this BR is actually like a break. I think it's referring to break kind of thing. So when you look at on the visual or on the front end kind of like page, it will give a space between the images like this social media link section and the profile section. So if I'll copy this simple code and put this here, it will just give like a space between leadership certifications and technical qualification section. So this is how it will look like. So here, so if you see technical qualifications are here, and then those little images are here. The reason why it's small because we just copied it from that guy, and then there did he put, yeah, so here this is the technical qualifications, and if you will see the image, there's a width here. So this image, you can edit this into something like 200 to make the images big, but these images are actually coming from, you know, somewhere like a logo maker kind of thing, or from image from another website. But actually you can upload your own image just like what we did in our banner, and get the link of that image and then put that link there, which we're gonna do a little bit later. And you see like we have changed the images to a different size. We're just gonna edit that later. Probably I don't want to make it like a size of 200. I just want to make it like maybe 60. So you can play around with the size as well. But I wanted to upload like my certifications, right? I wanted to use my certifications. So what I'm going to do is to upload first those images. So I already got those images from Google. Actually, you can also get it from your certification site. So I have this Azure AI and Azure Fundamentals, and upload them on my repository and get the links to use them. So this is the link of the first image, and this is the link of the second image. And then I wanna edit my profile again here. So this is the technical qualifications, and here I wanna say this part is actually the AI fundamentals. Okay, this is the AI fundamentals. So the alt, make sure that it's a certification of Azure AI fundamentals. And then the other one, which is the Azure fundamentals link, image link, and copy paste that, and then we're saying certification Azure fundamentals. So if we're gonna save this, it's gonna use those images, and there you go. However, the leadership certification is still here, but we're gonna edit that. Maybe we'll just remove the entire thing going down, since we don't have those certifications in the first place. So we're just gonna remove this part here, entire thing here, because I want to put similar to the other guy's profile, which is actually about like languages and tools that I'm using, and the latest, instead of latest blog post, because I don't have a blog post, latest projects. So I'm gonna go to this guy's profile, and I'm just going to copy. Well, basically, if we look at the latest language and tools, we have similar code here, and we just wanna do this again. We can copy this again, and instead of technical qualifications, we're just gonna put technologies, or like the tools that we have, or languages that we have used before. So we're just gonna copy this again, this section, including the last tag, the break tag, and edit it, for example, to languages and tools. Languages and tools, or platforms. And then we can basically put some like front end, if you like, or back end. After that, we can now change into something that we want to use. So for example, I want to put like a Python image logo here, a logo image here, Python. But of course, the image that is right here is actually the Microsoft fundamentals. And then I have Python. I want to use R. What logos do I have there? Anyway, Azure, that thing. It's still using the old images here. Oops. Yeah, we're gonna edit that. Maybe we can, in order to edit that view, maybe we can put a paragraph. So actually, if I didn't tell this to you earlier, because uh this might not be that useful in a way, but actually it is if you wanna put a specific section where it's gonna wrap all your contents within this. So if you say paragraph left, so that means it's gonna put everything within that is found here to the left. So if you will put this to the center, for example, these are the social media links, like, so if you put center inside the paragraph, everything, so these are the social media links, everything in the social media links will be centered. HB. Okay. I don't know what happened there, but because doesn't have, anyway, it should be just left. Maybe this part. Yeah. Center. Maybe we can use this. No, I'm not doing this now. But anyway, okay. Well, instead of doing a paragraph, we can just add a break, another break, just to put another line between this technical qualification section and the language tools section. So we can basically play around on how to edit. So there you go. So language and tools is now below the technical qualifications, and we wanted to put the logos of our language and tools. So we're gonna be uploading images again on our repository. So add a file. Since I already have my images ready for my languages and tools, so I have the Docker and I have this Pandas, Java, Spark, Bootstrap. So you can put as many as you want. But of course I don't have much. So I only have this, and then you can also copy. If you have so many languages, you can copy Michelle's GitHub account and use the table section. Just make sure you know how to edit that, because for me, I tried editing it and it takes some time to really make it correct. But I'm not going to show you here because it's going to take some time. But so I have uploaded all the images, and I'm going to get the links of these images. So this is referring to Spark. So I'm just going to edit the Spark and put, for example, the language and tools, right? So just use Spark. There. So that is, it has been edited, and then for, yeah, so basically you're just gonna be copying the different links from the images that you have uploaded, and then after that I'm just gonna show technical qualifications and then language and tools. So assuming I have all this, I have all this here uploaded, and then I'm gonna edit my file. So from technical qualifications, I'm gonna add another section, and I'll call this like latest projects. So latest projects, so this one, latest projects. And then I wanted to get the links. So like I wanted to show like the links of my projects. So I'm just gonna copy this guy's latest blog post section again, and then copy this and then paste it to my latest projects page. Just remove this and paste it here instead. Blog latest project section. And we're gonna see how it looks like on our page first before editing it. So see, it's a link now. So for example, if I have a project pointing to a GitHub account, I will just edit this part. For example, like that project is called Python project. Uh, calculating student grade. Calculating student grades. Right. And then this part, it can be the link of that project. Um, assuming that it's like a GitHub account that you went and then you just copy the link from there and paste it here. And then, for example, if you have like another project, like a YouTube video here, you can just edit the YouTube video. And then you can, for example, let me just click my YouTube. Uh, yeah, it's a YouTube video that I've compiled. Yeah, this one. This one. Yeah. So I wanted to do and use that link as a video link to my latest project. And then, so this is a video of our IoT project. And then I'm just going to use that title. Then if it's like, for example, data analysis, data science, oh, exploratory data analysis using R or using Python kind of thing. And then like you point that out to your Python project, or maybe like a Java project, for example. Maybe like a GIS. I like that GIS project. um, yeah, because the GIS project is using QGIS, so I don't know how to showcase QGIS on GitHub, so I use a video instead. So instead of using Python, QGIS project. So GIS, a presentation using QGIS. So commit the changes, for example, and yeah, there you go. So you have all the different projects. I'm just gonna edit the Spark tool so that it will look kind of beautiful. Yeah, this part. These are all the ones that I've done earlier. If we edit them, hopefully they will show up. Yep. So these are like the language and tools and the logos and the sizes that I've changed. Just similar to what we have done for the technical qualifications. And then if we go to our site or to our GitHub page, this is how it looks like right now. So there, it's not too long. You can add more as you prefer or as you wish. And then like for this is just like a sample, um, just to get you started if in case you haven't edited your or customized your GitHub profile. So yes, I think that's pretty much for this session. And thank you for watching this. I hope you enjoyed it. And let me know if you have questions. And have a great day.